Poison cake. All right, what's up, hey Eurovision fam? It's good to see you guys again. Shortcake ESC here from the site, and joined by the wonderful Lily Loves. We are reviewing the first batch of
There
the
we go.
Eurovision songs this year. But first to say, we have all of the songs this year. Georgia and France released their projects, and now we have the full lineup. So among these songs is the winner.
Yeah, we also got Cyprus this week as well.
Yes, we did.
And
We sure did.
finally, it's like I don't know. You announce who you're gonna send, and then like you wait until the last minute to release your song.
Mhm.
And then if you're France, you wait until after the last minute to release your song. It's not a good strategy, in my opinion.
No, it's not,
But
especially because they
hey,
were first to begin with last year, and now they're just demonstrably last this year. It just kind of comes off as obnoxious, and yeah, don't love that attitude personally. But it's their strategy, and they got fourth last year. So to what degree can we critique reasonably?
true.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's basically where we're at. But we're not
Yeah,
talking about those songs really in depth because
no, ma'am.
we got other
Because
stuff to worry about.
we we have the first batch of our reviews, you guys. So just to remind everyone, the criteria for which we review songs. First, lyrical content. So we take a look into the lyrics, examine if there's anything interesting or worth drawing attention to. Second, production and genre. How does the song sound? How does the soundscape come off without the lyrics? And what were the producers trying to convey with the wavelengths that they put on the track? Third, unique elements. So is there anything in the track that we feel like separates it from other songs in the lineup? Or do we feel like it's kind of not really being that unique? We'll describe that a little bit further. Fourth thing, we can't always answer this for every single song because it hasn't happened for every song yet, but how well can it be performed live? And yeah, if there is that criterion that they fill, then we are able to talk about that. But the fifth one is, would we personally consume it? Would we personally stream it? And that changes for everybody. So I will be happy to remind everyone what the criteria are as we go through the songs because I'll be listing them over and over again. So you're going to be reminded of it. But with that said, who should we have kick off the first round of analysis? Oh, I cannot hear you.
That's because I had to mute myself because my
Yeah.
dog was being a dog. 1 sec.
We have an interesting batch, you guys. I don't know if you saw the flags in the
Okay.
banner,
Yeah.
but
We're
we
gonna start
have.
with Ireland because I'm gonna just go in the order I put them in the banner. And
Okay, let's
but
do
real
it.
quick, Danilo, a very happy Shuto Tuto to
Chuto,
you as
chuto.
well.
Happy to have you, Nanolo. Good to see you.
I feel like that's just become like a greeting for us all at this point.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Don't change at all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be mad.
Okay, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead and kick things off with Ireland.
Like a
All right.
Yeah. So this song, it's great for like a 5-year-old. You know, it's like,
Mhm.
or it's just like, wow, we watched a Lego movie, but like a very stripped back, like a simpler version of a Lego movie about like the
Oh.
space dog, and we're singing about the fact the dog is dead.
No,
It's
we're
bizarre.
not. The dog didn't
Lyrically.
die. She's still up in the sky having a party every night. Like it's a hopeful,
Yeah.
happy version of something
Yeah.
sad, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's exactly what everyone is thinking. You're right, Emmy. That's what we were all thinking and wondering. Thank you for sharing that hope. Um, what do you think of the lyrics? You just yeah.
So something that's a fun fact about me. I grew up in the household of somebody who had specific special interests.
Mhm.
One of his specific special interests was space travel.
Okay.
And airplanes and things that have to do with like being in outer space.
Mhm.
Because of that, I have my blur on so you can't see it over here, vaguely in this area. I just knocked over my cat's food bowl. I have a telescope, so
Oh,
I'm
wow.
kind of like a spacey nerdy. It's one of my special. It rubbed off on me
Mhm.
because of that. I I know way too much about what happened to various animals and people that were sent off into outer space by the Soviets.
Yes.
So whenever I hear this, I just keep going like, this contrast of like me thinking about people burning up on reentry, people suffocating and whatnot. Or hey, let's bring Apollo 1 into this. People burning up on the launch pad. It just comes into my mind when I hear anything that has to do with like this era of space exploration. That being said, again, we're going for a happier version of that. So instead of thinking of the Soviet scientist who took this dog home the night before they launched her into space so she'd have one last night, so, you know, have a good time with his kids.
Yeah. Oh God, I remember that. Oh no.
Instead, the dog is up raving in outer space.
Yeah.
It's such a weird contrast for me. And like normally I don't mind contrasting like a happy, upbeat dance song, but like that's more like I'm depressed, but I'm gonna dance anyways, and not like, you know, this. That being said, I don't think most people are gonna have that reaction.
No, I don't necessarily think so either.
And like musically, it's basically just a nightcore song, and that's something I think I applaud Emmy for, because her voice is so high pitched that she already sounds like she's been sped up.
Welcome to the Witchwoods. Like, and ever since
I miss Witchwoods.
But she has shown us that she will sing the goofiest thing ever and take it so seriously. And she sure has done that. Yeah, lyrically, the contrast, it provides awkwardness. I don't really know how to describe it. It just, in a way.
It's not my personal taste. I don't like it musically either, but that's me. I have a friend who loves this song. Like, and this is one of my normie friends, not into Eurovision really. Her interaction with Eurovision is basically just every year, like I send her like, hey, I think you might enjoy this song, or hey, this one. She found it on her own and she loves it. She's used it in TikToks already. Yeah, she really enjoys
utility in it. There is some utility.
Yeah, it's not for me personally. Like talking about musical structure again, it's just basically nightcore. And it's very much one note, like happy party times. For me, it doesn't
production
really...
and genre wise, it doesn't move. It doesn't really move a lot. I mean, it's very upbeat. It's dancey. It has like lasery kind of sounds, but it stays at a single kind of note the whole time, and it doesn't really provide us variety. There's no tension release. It's just kind of there. It's there to provide like a credit sequence kind of a sound. And I mean, I don't exactly see how that would translate into competitive, but I think Emmy wanted to go to Eurovision, and that she's doing.
Well, it's a fun song, and I think that you have to have a certain level of a fun song that isn't too deep or just as upbeat. You know,
one for kids.
Sorts of things.
You know,
yeah, like one for kids. Yeah, unless you get that one kid who that's their hyperfixation, and then you ruin that child's night. So I want to reach out to that child and say, same. But yeah, let's talk about unique elements. I think one of the biggest ones is just her voice is like, it's not for me. Like, let me get that out of the way. But it really helps her stand out. Especially, are kids still into nightcore remixes?
I was at the time, but I'm not sure. Like I
don't know if the youth is into anymore. I'm old.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Also, you know,
it's the only nightcore song.
Yeah,
I guess.
It has a novelty to it too.
Like, it's not so disgustingly displeasurable to listen to, where you're just like, I am grating my teeth and like ripping my hair out. This is so bad. It has its moments. It has kind of like its nice qualities. So that we can appreciate, and the fact that this is marketed toward children makes things easier to swallow. So what can it be performed? Wait, no. Is that that's the last?
That's what we're on. We're on that now. Yeah.
That is the right one.
It's something that can be performed live well. Especially
change the choreography.
It's gonna get changed. That late show studio is a
late show is just criminal.
the fact it was performed decently on that stage and in that format, I have no worries about how this will be once we get to Eurovision proper. Also, we know she can perform live and sing live anyway after Chop Chop Chop. So yeah, like this is, I don't have concerns about this one, but I think it can be performed pretty good given bad circumstances. So under better circumstances, I imagine it's better.
Yeah, and the thing is, Emmy sounds smooth. You know, she does not sound like she's struggling to hit these notes.
Yeah,
in terms
exactly.
In terms of trying to achieve the exact resonance of the studio cut, she does it better than a lot of other folks, and that she does deserve credit for. So vocally, she is there where she needs to be.
Yeah. Now, would we stream this?
Hell no. I'm sorry. Emmy, love you. Love Witchwoods. Love everything you're doing. The fact that you're in Eurovision is so cool. I don't like the song. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm basically in the same boat too. It's just not my personal taste. I know people who like this and good for them. But if it's like down to what I'm going to choose to seek out personally, this is not it. This is not my thing.
No. Yeah. But
okay.
I mean, like, yeah, we'll see her compete. So go on, Emmy. You were the first song we reviewed.
Yay.
Go for it, girl. Yay.
Okay. So we're going to go on from Emmy to Croatia, Poison Cake by Marko Bošnjak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lyrically, this could have been a Tumblr post. It could have been a Tumblr post. I don't know why it was recorded in the studio as a song. I said that last week, and I maintained that. There are some things where it's just like, I don't know if you should have taken this to a music studio to create a song for it. Like there were other artistic means that you could have used to express this thought or this story, but you chose a song. And now it won the national selection, and we're here. The lyrics themselves, edgy. I mean, they tell a story. They have like, yeah, no, they're very like, they're very edgelord. But
no, I know exactly what you mean when you said edgy. I was like, yep, very edgy.
It's basically like, oh wow, I love you. I'm gonna poison you. I'm secretly dark. Like, okay, like why isn't this like a fanfic or something? I'm sorry. It just throws me off completely.
I'd read this fanfic.
I mean, I would too, but as a fanfic. Yes. This is the Croatian song. What are your what's your take on the lyrics? I'm speaking too much on this.
Here's the thing. God. I like what it sounds like sonically on the verses. The verses I'm into, right? Like just the way they sound.
The pop verses.
I like the way the verses sound.
Yes.
And then you're listening, like he's like, it's kind of like this deep, kind of like dark, kind of edgy pop sound, and not in an edgy, like edgelord way. But then you like, there's a contrast between what that sounds like and what you're reading. Once again, we're here in a land of contrasts, and like, these lyrics are kind of cringy. Not gonna lie.
It's that fake sweetness of like 2009 that I just really
you know what this
I mean, but then again, this could be for a younger crowd.
You know what this is specifically a fan fiction of?
What?
Oran High School Host Club. It is 2004. The show is premiering right now, and okay, this is gonna age me. I'm gonna talk about old anime for a second. So in the show, there is a character who's like 18, but he looks like a little kid, and he always eats sweets. That's his thing. He's just like this guy who's cute and eats sweets and looks like he's young. And like his point is to appeal to, I don't know, weird women who like young boys. I don't understand. This sounds worse. They're all high schoolers, okay? So it's meant for high school girls who like little boys. Yeah. I don't know. But at one point in the show, there's this girl who shows up who wants to revamp all the guys like cliche things that make them appeal towards girls. And with that guy, she's like, oh, you're too sweet and cute. We got to make you dark and edgy. It's that specific episode of Oran High School Host Club where she's like, you're actually edgy and like you're a criminal warlord or whatever. I don't remember what it was exactly. But this is the song that is that episode as a fanfic. And that's what I'm gonna go with there. That's what this makes me think of. And you know what? I think I talked myself into liking this, oddly enough, because now I'm gonna just think of Honey. I love Warren High. If you're sensitive to like edgy 2004 humor, don't watch it. But yeah, no. I just referenced 20-year-old anime in this. I know that moment. Jordan, you talk.
It's okay. I want to just highlight the fact that he used the word genuflect in this song. Genuflect. Like, mind you, I basically write for a living, you guys. I've never heard of this word, and it's an English word. Genuflect. I had the definition on my phone, actually, just to be able to read it for you all, because I had to find out what it means.
Is that like to prostrate yourself?
Yes, lower one's body briefly by bending one knee to the ground, typically in worship or as a sign of respect.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. In Poison Cake, is this where I wanted to necessarily hear that? Well, thank you for teaching me vocabulary.
You know what? That spending way too much time in Latin class 20 years ago, baby.
Oh,
it makes your vocab special.
One of them.
I don't think I've heard this word in English, but I'm like, I think that's what it means. Okay, I am sorry.
Big word in this song. No, that is all right. So
you know
production
what?
and
This
genre.
is educational. Production genre, I think it's fine until we hit the chorus. I can't, and then the bridge where he's just yelling. I'm done at that point. Like, if it was just the verses, I'd be okay with the song. But the chorus grates me.
The chorus, like, I love a switch up, you guys. A switch up in a Eurovision song is so cool. It's like so weirdly modern for like a competing song, but it needs to feel genuine. It needs to feel earned, and it needs to feel like a switch up. This is just like, oh, we're at the chorus now. Now here's all the electric guitar. I'm screaming, and it's like Poison Cake because it's actually not sweet. It's poisonous. But like, yeah, the chorus is like that, but the verses are just straight up pop. And then the bridge onwards is just kind of like an electronic catastrophe. There's just too many things happening toward the end to the point where it's just like, I am drawn away from the story now, and I'm just suffering from all the noise. That's just me, though. That's just me. What's your take on it?
I think I'm in the same place right now. Mentally, I'm just like, because here's my biggest issue with this song. When it's just the verses, I'm into it. But then we hit the chorus and it just falls apart. So it's like, I like half of this musically. The other half, I'm like, absolutely not. And then the end of it just sounds like my other best friend only listens to like screamo music. And this sounds like something she'd listen to when we get to just yelling Poison Cake over and over again. But like, she would listen to it ironically.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. It's just, that being said, I think the production wise, it's got budget. It sounds like it was put together competently. It just sounds like there's choices that were made.
And choices that weren't made.
Yeah. I don't know. Look at comments. And then Ella says, it's one of those words that sounds fancy in English, I guess. Honestly.
We don't use this word at all in English. Well, I mean, us two being native English speakers, I take it, Lily, you've never used this word. I've never used this word.
No, I haven't. To be perfectly honest, I'm sure I've read this word before. But yeah. I mean, I don't know, because it's like, because I would think the word that you would go to more often here for that would be prostrate.
Yeah, generally, that's what I would think.
Yeah.
Ideally. But
it makes sense.
But I mean,
like it works here.
It fits with the rhyme, I guess. It's not like super clunky of a word. It's just the word itself is so rare and out of place to me, and the fact that it's kind of belted a little bit. I did find that pretty interesting,
It
and I
is a
would call that
different
the unique element
action.
too.
It is
I-
an action, but it's like, I don't know, it's probably more like this is like the bow. Because prostrate's like the lay.
Mhm.
And this one's like more of a thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I took away from it too.
I don't know. It's like, also, I don't know, because I'm not Catholic. Is this like a word that gets used?
No, it
And
like I mean, at least not in the community that I was raised in, that Catholic community. No, that is not something that was ever said, at least explicitly. They always subbed it in with other words. It was
yeah,
probably yeah. I'm not sure why that is.
yeah.
Meth says, y'all, do we think Croatia's going to qualify? I've seen people say that this will qualify. I don't know, y'all. I don't see a good path for this.
I don't know. I've seen
I struggle to
kids.
see it, but I could also envision it.
I've
Oddly.
seen on TikTok, on the TikTokies, I've
Mhm.
seen the youth who are into this. And I'm just
Okay.
like, do children not have eardrums anymore?
They just don't have Tumblr.
I don't know.
They don't have the place to express themselves, so they take it to the stew. And I am
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. Give them the right to expression.
Yeah. And the Nolo, yes, clarifies for us. Okay. Genuflexation is on knees. Prostration is more humiliating all.
Okay. Thank you for the
all
clarification,
things.
Inolo.
Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, because that makes sense.
The thing is, you know what?
Words
You know what's kind of sad? You can't even call food the unique element because it's not the only food song this year.
Oh no, it's not. We're gonna talk about one of those soon too.
Yeah, we're gonna
but
talk
yeah,
about
no, it's like
two of
unique
those.
elements. It's just it's here.
Yeah.
It's doing that kind of like blown out bass drum, like you know how like when you blow out your speakers in your car. Yeah, it has that. I would consider that a unique element, maybe.
Yeah.
Because there's not really anything else doing that, really, and that's only like a sound we get often in Eurovision.
Yeah, and like it's a recipe song-ish. I mean, recipe songs are cool. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake, featuring Lil Jon. But
no, because my mind also went to Lazy Town at one point as well. Is that why kids like this?
Maybe.
It's like people who grew up on Lazy Town enjoy this.
I could see that. I feel like I see some visibility there. Pretty odd, but hey, I'm not going to deny people that joy.
Let me see here because I'm looking at this comment here, from Meh. I also feel bad saying his song sucks because I believe on Instagram he said that he knows he didn't do his best, and to have faith in him. I honestly almost cried reading it, but I still don't like it. Here's the thing: there's a difference between being like, "Oh, this is like awful, it's terrible," and it's just like this isn't for me. There are people that this is for. It's just not us.
Yeah.
And as long as you're not being rude, I don't think that you should feel bad for not liking a song.
And also, it's pretty cool that he acknowledges just like, hey, that wasn't my best. So that by the time it's time to compete, he's going to show a side of it that is going to be more elevated. And that is going to deliver more of what he's trying to do. So, yeah. And he should always be given the respect of the artist in the show.
Yeah. Incubus Otterman says, there's a decent chance Marko will sing it better at Basel. And yeah, there is, because like Nolo says, I think he can improve because in 2022, he showed up and he can sing. Like he showed he can sing, which is also an improved quality chances. Yeah, that's true. He can sing. I liked his song a lot from Dora that year. I thought it was really nice. And like he sings well, like on the verses. I like his voice. I think I like the sound of his voice. It's just for me, I don't like the construction of the song necessarily. Because that blown out speaker sound, I'm not a fan of personally. Also, I just don't like the structure of the song. It's not really speaking to him like personally on any level of his ability to perform, because I think he's a good singer and I like the way his voice sounds.
Yeah, I would.
It's just like
his performance
a
like
taste
that,
thing for me.
Not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a taste thing for me. It's like it's kind of like the opposite of how I feel about Laika Party and Emmy. Where I personally just don't like her voice. But she hits every note. Like she sounds in tune. It's just like, if we're talking about matters of taste, I don't like her voice personally. Whereas with this one, I prefer his voice over the sound of the song.
I would agree. I would agree
You know
with
what I mean?
that
Like,
dichotomy. Yeah.
like with Like a Party, I like the sound of the music, but not. So like for me, these two are like in opposite spectrums of that. And then how well can be performed live? It can be performed better. We know Marko,
but it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't that bad.
I think
like,
the biggest issue is just the yelling of poison cake over and over again.
Yeah, that gets annoying.
In that live performance. So if we just tweak that, it's fine. There's clearly a budget. The music video looks great. If we embrace this kind of like a Garden of Eden vibe we have going on in the video for a visual on stage, I think it has a better chance of qualifying.
Same.
Because Mark says Croatia is the most DOA in semi 1. I can find something appealing about every other song in the semi. Poison Cake is just bad, y'all.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be fair, I feel like there's so much stuff in semi 1 that's DOA. So I can't even say, like, for me, he's DOA. And there's stuff that, like, is in this semi that I didn't like before that has started to grow on me a little bit. But yeah.
And would we stream the song? No. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no. But I'll stream other music by Marko. I have streamed music by Marko.
Yeah, just not this song.
All right, so let's go ahead. We'll move on to our next friend. I say friend. You can't see my t-shirt, but it's a hint. It's right there.
Oh, Lactoise. Hello, old friend. So Milkshake Man. Yeah, that's that you.
Sorry.
That was the perfect lead-in for the next song.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be nothing but just like testosterone in your face for the next like 3 minutes as long as this is happening. So lyrically, this is I feel like I could have give me like 2 shots of tequila. I could have written this song for you in 15 minutes. And there's rhyme scheme. Like there's not a lot of repetition, weirdly. Like it has like some cheeky elements. It's fun-ish, but it's just too like heterosexual, you know? It's too
heterosexuality.
Heterosexual. Like, gosh. There's something about just like a straight guy like being so in your face, and it's just like you could feel the sweat coming off of like his like neck and biceps. It's just like, back up, bro. I swear to God. Like, I don't want to have to get in a fight in this club right now. Please. That's the kind of energy I get. I get fight or flight. I get fight or flight from seeing that. But yeah, lyrically, it's fun. Like it's bad, but it's fun.
Yeah. It's no, honestly, what it makes me think of is like Leisure Suit Larry's. Like bad 70s machismo pickup lines. It's got that vibe to it, but it also has like a strange bit of charm because it's just so like aggressively there's a man breathing on me and he needs to stop.
It's like, Gojo, I get it, you're silly, you're funny, you're trying to have a good time, but like I just want to get some water, like, please. I don't particularly want a milkshake.
Back up.
And it's just like the milkshake metaphor is so I would say
overplayed.
Really, really overplayed. And it's like all the oh my gosh, the flavors and oh my God, where are we? Where are we?
Are we sure this is I don't know. Like, I'm looking here and it's got chocolate, vanilla, lactose free, which you know what? Shout out Gojo for looking out for people's tummies, because heaven knows people who are actually lactose intolerant don't. Not at all, baby. Sorry.
No,
and then
like there is some like back and forth playfulness with the lyrics. Like, I'm not going to deny that it's playful, but gosh, I that's not what I come to Eurovision seeking. This kind of music, I don't even Well, I mean, it is one of the better songs, I think, in this analysis episode, but let's move on to production and genre. The lyrics are like dizzyingly overmuch.
No, because Manolo says Australia does something for me, IDK. What for? I like it and dislike it at the same time.
That's valid.
Sonically, it does something for me. Like, I love the way this sounds. It's just like at the same time, there's like this breath of hot air on me, and I'm being overstimulated. Like, but I'm into the music. Like this is I like the structure. It has like this kind of like throwbacky into like 70s, but also going back even further to 50s a little bit. But thoroughly modern. It's just like
I get glances of Motown.
Yeah, like there's like
little tiny little droplets of it every now and there.
You put those droplets away, just wipe them off the counter. Get a paper towel, get that condensation off. We don't want to ruin the varnish. No, it's like there's something here that's good. It's just like my first initial reaction is like being off put. So it takes a bit for me to get into it, but I like it musically.
Good for you. I kind of struggle with it musically, but it is one of the better songs. And like in terms of actual acoustics, it's not awful. So, I mean, I do feel like it would provide for a really interesting listen by the time it has that arena sound. But studio cut, I did find kind of, it wasn't my cup of tea, I'd say.
Okay, no, because now I'm seeing somebody say, he said on Instagram that he's gotten some rude comments saying he needs to change his sexual lyrics. Then he said it's not sexual after he said it cuts to him saying it's about coma. You know what? Let's use the German word. Honestly,
he played that well. He played that well. But
here's my thing. I don't see how you say it's not sexual when you've got stuff like it's the milk from the Milkshake Man. Like
caramel banana.
Like it's just there's certain words in here that made me go.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I don't, what is it? You know what song I've been listening to a lot lately? Fat, Juicy, and Wet. And I know, Jordan, don't give me that look. I know how you feel about that man. And like, I don't have an issue with lyrics that are sexual. I don't know.
I just wish it were more dynamic because it kind of just feels like, oh, like cute little phrase where I'm just calling you over here because it's like slightly sexual. And then that happens throughout the verse and then the second verse. I wish it went deeper. I know you can't really say that with a song like this, but I kind of wish it went deeper.
But like, again, I like the way it sounds at the same time.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I'm looking at this. Like a mango milkshake sounds really good.
I mean, it does, but like
and creme brulee. Ooh, you know what? I might want to get a mango milkshake later.
Honestly, same. So, what makes the song unique? Like, what about this is particularly?
I think his care into my stomach and how I'm gonna handle the milkshake he's gonna make. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the mango. Is the mango lactose free too, or just?
I hope so.
Is it plain vanilla? Because I hate being somewhere like, oh, we've got lactose-free insert thing here, and it's like just vanilla flavored, and I'm like,
bro,
I'm good, bro. I'm okay on that.
Yeah, but I mean, it might not be. He seems to be flexing the variety of it, and I do feel like that is one thing that I would call like the unique aspect. It's really hard to list things in songs and not completely jar and stir about kind of like the acoustics of it. He lists flavors, and
yeah,
that's effective. We don't know how well it could be performed live because we haven't seen it yet.
I'm curious. I want to know what the staging would be like.
I have no idea.
I kind of low key want to see. You know what I would love to see? I want to see an ice cream truck. No. 22. Right? You know how we had like that kind of malt shop vibe? Give me a malt shop.
That would be cute. That would be really cute, especially like with the rainbow kind of like swirly effect. That could do it well. Just recycle the staging, okay?
I'm sure we can
You hear
find it.
us?
Yeah, or like
Someone has the file.
hit
I'm
up the
sure.
IKEA. Like it's not hard
Yeah.
to do. No, but like give me a malt shop, but I want to see. Do you guys have like 50s diners still?
Yeah. We do. Mm-hmm. Just
Does
a couple,
anyone?
but
I don't
yeah.
know. Like where I live, we have a chain of like 50s diners. That's like the
Mhm.
whole gimmick. Give me like a 50s diner, and I think I'd be into this, especially with a lot of the
Mhm.
shake me good stuff, because it makes you think of like songs from that time period.
Yeah, very
People
diner
are starting to
core.
get like, if people are starting to go, oh goodness, the children are gyrating their hips. You know,
Very Americana. But you know what? Australia, we've had a similar journey. So
yeah. Okay. And then do we
would
stream
we
it?
stream it?
Here's the thing: if you would have asked me that question when this first came out, hard no. But like in the last week, it's really grown on me.
Mhm.
Like I could just put it on the background, not pay attention to like
Mhm.
lyrical content because it makes me cringe, and
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah, give me a fistful of DMT. I'm sure I would love this song, but I don't have that and I don't really access it, but it's okay because we're going to count on the live performance to really take us there. And I feel like Gojo's fun. I just feel like he's a fun guy,
Yeah.
you know?
I feel like
Like,
he's probably like I feel
yeah.
like I was a little harsh on him, but I do
Yeah.
feel like he probably talks a little too close, but not like in a bad way. He just doesn't like personal space.
Like
Some
he
people
would
don't.
be a good friend if it were the right circumstances to make him a friend, kind of a thing. So
Yeah,
Gojo,
like,
best of luck.
I'm just yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, he's not really funny on TikTok. That's disappointing.
Ah, dang it. Well, he needs to be funnier. Come on. If that's your personality at Eurovision, come
I
on.
feel like all
Oh.
Australians have a bit of fun in them.
Mm-hmm. No, they
Like,
do. They do. Definitely more
I
than their
feel like-
English predecessors.
I mean, call me crazy, but I think just like that's my like if I have to think of like someone from an English speaking country I have to talk to, Australians are like up there.
Yeah. They're
You know?
they're on the easier end. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fun. He's just like nervous on TikTok. I know
Maybe,
I'm
yeah.
nervous on TikTok and I don't want the children to hate me.
Yeah. I mean, I would be too.
Even though
I'm not
I
on there
fight with
anymore.
kids
Yeah.
on there all the time in comment sections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't avoid it.
Yeah.
So we have 2 countries left. And
yeah, we're gonna talk about
which do you want to lead with?
Theme. Let's
the
lead
theme.
with
Perfect.
yeah, let's lead with espresso macchiato because I just
Okay, so the nothing controversy of the year, nothing actually happened. This is okay. Espresso Macchiato is the song, you guys. Lyrically, I don't really pick up anything of theme. Like there isn't really anything thematically to me. It just kind of feels like fake Italian, fake Spanish to fit a rhyme scheme and to fit the kind of like Italian jukeboxy sound of the production. There's not a ton of meaning or like there isn't a message or a story I pick up. I don't know. You might feel different. What do you think?
it's a Tommy Cash song.
Oons.
If you're here for like lyrical content,
maybe that criterion isn't one that would play very well for him.
no, if you're here for anything other than I'm gonna be kind of trolly, you're looking at the wrong musician.
Yes.
Like this is his shtick. Like I don't know how else to phrase it besides like. Oh no, I'm sorry. ESC Viral said that Gojo is really funny on TikTok. I'm sorry, I got confused. No, honestly, no. It's a Tommy. I don't know what to say other than like it's a Tommy Cash song. Like that's gonna be my anything.
It's not meant to be analyzed. It's not really meant to be analyzed.
It's meant to be kind of trolly, and that's about it.
Okay, sure.
I because it's like there's just certain people. There's like a group of musicians who just like make music, but like it just feels like you're making music ironically, and not like out of like a love for the game sort of situation.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel about like everything.
And that does bleed into production and genre because the music itself is It's very pastiche. It's just like this is a sound we've heard many times before, and it's had roughly the same effect before. It's like that Eurodancey, old Italy kind of pop electronic meets like canzone feel that is super like peppered on with the fake Italian, and I am it's not my thing. It's not my thing personally,
It's
production
like
wise.
being in an Olive Garden.
It's like being in an Olive Garden and the table next to you has like those girls who like have taken off their heels under the table and like your breadsticks are wet. I yeah, I struggle with this. Can you help fill in the words because I don't really have a ton else to say about the production and genre here.
It's a Tommy Cash song. Like I
It's a
just
Tommy Cash song. It's as simple as it is.
here's another situation with somebody who just makes music not for me.
Yeah.
And he's never gonna make music that's for me because I don't think he has that in him. As an artist, I think his whole artistry is ironic fun.
Yeah, he's kind of like an artist in the way that Pitbull is an artist, you know?
Don't insult Pitbull because a Pitbull concert looks like fun. I am sorry. Have you seen the women in the bald caps? It looks like a party. That is your homework.
Wait, okay,
like, there's
no,
a
yeah,
whole
Cindy.
crowd of like people who just go to Pitbull concerts. It's always like women who dress up in suits and bald caps and go to Pitbull concerts.
Dang.
I go to conventions,
That'd
right?
be fun.
People now go to conventions dressed as Pitbull. Like as in like they go in a bald cap and a suit. My favorite though was the person who was a Pitbull Pope. That was great. Like there's a whole like and then he just seems like it's chill. Also, I used to date someone who did security at concert venues. It's when I was with somebody who had a bad, ill-advised face tattoo. And so he used to do security at venues and stuff. And his favorite person to do security for was Pitbull.
Wow.
He was like, Pitbull is just like, he's super chill, super vibey. He's like, I want you to have a good time because I'm going to have a good time. And like,
that's good to know.
So that was like his favorite person to do security for. He's like, anytime he had to do it, basically if Pitbull was coming to town, he's like, I gotta be on Pitbull's security team.
That's great.
I mean, that's just how I feel about that. I don't know if I should ask. No, I don't think Tommy Cash has ever. He's probably been here before. Yeah, I know he's been here before. But yeah, it's just like it's music. I don't know.
I mean, that could also make it.
There we go.
Too the fact that like
Mark
Tommy's
did it beautifully.
Is very significant to him.
Mark says Tommy makes music for the purpose to shock and to get attention. I'm not saying it isn't valid. It's just not for me. That's what it is.
The same way.
That's what it is. And it's one of those things.
I concur.
Like Oliver Tree is the same way. It's why I get the two mixed up. DeAntvert. Oh God, I hate them. Yeah. They were the same way. It's like just let's make things to be edgy and see what we can get away and just see what we can do. Yeah, and I think the other part of this one that irritates me even more, again, in a comment from Mark, honestly, I feel like Tommy might not even go to ESC. I feel like he's just going to purposely push the EPU's buttons until he's disqualified. I just feel like that's where we are headed.
Whatever.
Agreed.
Okay, sure.
Agreed.
I mean,
like I think that's honestly where we're going. It's one of those things where it just feels like, and that's again, and it would be on brand for him and what he does, and it's why I just don't. Like when I saw his name pop up, I was like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see how that goes. So how well can it be performed live?
It's a Tommy Cash performance.
It's really hard to analyze a Tommy Cash song / performance because all of it just kind of fits that motif. And he's going to perform only as well as he feels he should perform the song, which is going to be different than what like the critics might, or like people who are trying to appreciate music might expect. He's purposely trying to throw a wrench in that, and that's always been the case for his entire artistic journey in Eurovision, and it seems like his entire artistic journey prior. So, yeah. Would we stream it?
No.
Hell no. I'm sorry. I like music with meaning.
I mean, I don't need something with meaning. I like mindless bullshit too, as much as the next girly pop.
Mhm.
But like, I find his music off-putting personally. And
Yeah, we'll see. I
At
mean,
the same
it could be a
time-
fun stage show, I guess.
yeah,
Maybe.
we'll see what happens.
Maybe. All
Yeah,
right. So
what
do you want to go to the
happens.
sauna?
Yeah, let's go to the sauna. I could use
All
some time
right.
to relax.
Yeah, I
sun
could use
drop.
some time. Mhm.
Sun drop center. We've talked about everyone except for Sweden, and now we are heading over to Sweden.
Yes. So our
And-
last song to analyze in this stream is Sweden, you guys, and what a song it is.
Yeah. So like, first thing to say is like,
I'm having so much fun.
once again, the first time we've seen Sweden send a song to Eurovision, the first time we've
Mhm.
heard the Swedish language in a while at Eurovision.
Yeah.
And this time
Since
Finland
1998, I believe.
Nope. We've had a song in Finland sent a song in Swedish.
2012.
2000, yeah, it's like 2012 was in Swedish.
Mhm. Yeah.
But again, it's Finns. Like it's like I don't know what's happening.
Leave it to the Finns to make Swedes sing in their own language.
This, I guess, or Sweden to send a song in Eurovision that was in Swedish. I don't know what's up, but hey, out the juries though were fun.
Oh my
Right.
gosh. It's so
So
fun.
talking
So
about
much
this
fun.
one, it's fun and it's upbeat. It's a good time.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
our on one of her independent streams, our editor-in-chief Alicia Michelle did mention that this song feels like we are in on the joke, that we are not excluded from the joke, we're having fun with them. And that is one significant separation I will make to Tommy Cash. With Tommy Cash, you felt like you were outside of the joke. With Kai, you feel like you are being a part of it, but it also doesn't feel like a joke. Like this
No,
is just
it
a
feels
fun song about the
earnest.
sauna.
It's like Finland, like when there was 95 Man
Mhm.
last year from Finland, where it's like it just feels like, you know what, I'm here to have a good time and have fun, but I'm not like making fun of anyone. if
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
Mhm.
It doesn't come from like a hateful place, it comes from like a good place.
Mhm.
And like it's very fun and upbeat, and I'm enjoying it. Also, one
Mhm.
second here. Are they gonna have to? Did they change the lyrics?
Did they?
No, you can talk while I look this up. Because I hear certain words sometimes on here.
Mhm. One thing I will say is that it's extremely interesting the fact that like it's not just Swedish, it's specifically kind of like the dialect of Swedish that you would get from kind of like the those islands between Sweden and Finland. I forget the name of that, but it's the same Swedish that was used in 2012 by Pernilla when she sang for Finland's song. So it's really pretty. I appreciate the fact that there's
Yeah,
just like
there's a
occasional
swear word in
Finnish
these
words.
lyrics. There's
Oh,
a swear
there's a
word
swear
in there.
word. Where?
Perkele.
Perkele. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite Finnish words, though. It just hits so hard.
I think it's like the first word everyone learns in Finnish.
As they should. As they should. I love the Finns. Not sponsored by Gatorade. But
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, the EBU made them change one lyric because it's a Finnish word.
okay.
I know.
At least it wasn't the title and everything.
Yeah, so hey, there we go.
Mhm. And it's literally about just going to the sauna. Like it's great. I have a great time listening to it and reading it lyrically.
Yeah.
It's just fun. This is how you
And
have
like
fun.
lyrically, it's good. It's like it's one of those things where like you're stressed out. It's the thing I like about it is like, hey, you're stressed, you're having a bad time.
Mhm.
Go to a sauna, which is a vibe, you know.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Yeah, like, and it's like, oh, we're gonna heat it up. Oh my gosh, my voice is about to go.
Mhm. Yeah, it's literally about just getting the sauna
Right.
ready and just like letting your stress go.
Yeah, and
How is that not pleasant?
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun.
Mhm.
No, and like that's the thing I like about it lyrically, and it's like it falls in the ear really nicely
Mhm.
with the cadence and the rhyme scheme in Swedish.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think that it's just like a good vibe.
Mhm.
Now, production and genre. There's like little folky elements I like when the
it has that nice like Karelian Finnish folk like warmth to it, where it's just like
Yes.
accordion like that one instrument that I forget the name of, but it's like a string instrument that's really pretty. I was a very big like Ievan polka little girly back in my Vocaloid days. So like this flavor of Finnish music is so delicious to me. Like I can't even describe it to you.
Yeah.
I was leak spinning. Like I was leak spinning. I'm sorry. I was
okay.
But yeah, production and genre, it feels fresh, despite the fact that there's a lot of old world elements to it. This was definitely constructed in the 2020s, just based off of like kind of how it's broken up.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think like I like the playfulness of kind of going a little old fashioned in some aspects. With like modern production, it just really works for me.
Yeah.
It's falls in the ear love like in a wonderful way. There's like harmonies that just kind of like when you get them, they cut through real good on the chorus. That like just tickles the brain in just the right way. Yeah, I think it's fun.
It's fun, and it's not trying to be too much in the production. It's almost what you would expect from a song like this, but it rides the wave. It does it very well, and I am not surprised that it's still competitive.
Yeah. What else is there?
Unique
elements.
That's what you want.
It's unique because there's a novelty of Sweden sending something that's not predictable, polished pop music.
It's lifestyle-y.
I mean, sauna every day.
Yeah.
Also, I've been enjoying people on TikTok using this song to show like, the videos of their cats in the sauna. It's been great. It's been such a good time, and like, yeah. Like the cat memes this year have been Ramadan cats and sauna cats.
I love Ramadan cats. Like especially
can
last
I get
year,
a combo of the two? Can I get a Ramadan sauna cat? I'm sure there's a Muslim person in Finland who could provide me with this content. Yeah. And like Sundrop Center says that one video they made with Erica Bickman was very cute. Also, the one they did with Nadia.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like
it's very cute.
They're just so fun. Like they are so fun, and I'm so happy that they're in the show. Like because you don't expect this from the Swedish act. You don't expect this playfulness. Even if they are a playful person, their act tends to be trying to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
This and like can be taken seriously. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, and it's like it's just nice to have a good time sometimes. And it's nice to have like a song about getting rid of stress that's not like your typical, oh, I'm stressed. Like it's not like it's Friday. Stress free weekend, hooray. It's
like,
nice to have
I'm letting loose going to the party. Like, no, not that kind of stuff. It's like hit the sauna before you hit the party.
There's no need to party. Some people don't like to party. Some of us want to be like relieving our stress and find parties to be a stressful place to be.
Improving our circulation, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
The sauna's for that.
What else do we have here?
How well can it be performed? Yeah.
Well, live. We only have live performances.
We only have the live performances. And it's excellent. Like they sound great. You can tell they're very, very practiced at this. Like they took this seriously when it came to how they wanted to deliver it. Their choreography is sharp. Their vocals are good. The way it was executed does not need to change. I think it is the full package at the moment, which you can't even really say for a lot of the songs.
And you know what, real quick, Lorendi says, there's honestly that is rarely here for Sweden. Authenticity. This
is probably the most authentic thing that I think I've heard Sweden since Den Vilda. Like from like the 90s.
Yeah, no, because Nina Grunwald sang in that. And she was robbed. Once again, we bring it back to 2005 and Hala Mig being robbed. What can I say? If you give me a chance to bring it up, I'm going to bring it up.
Hey, I mean, it was a better song. It was the better song. Like, come on.
That is a time when Sweden should have sung the song in Swedish. But no, we can't have nice things except for this year. We can have nice things.
20 years later was Revenge, okay? It's 20 years later they got Revenge. Or she got Revenge.
No, and you know what? ESC Viral is right. Cornelia Jacobs felt very authentic.
You're right. Yeah, I didn't acknowledge that. But yeah, Cornelia was in my top 3, I believe, in 22, and she should still be there. But she was authentic. I think I was analyzing from a perspective of just Swedish language, though. Sundrop also says, so the question now is, could they come out as champions with Bara Bara Bastu? It's possible. Possible.
I think this year we're going to get a woman who's going to win.
Okay. All right. I don't have any clear signal at that, but it's assuring.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a woman who wins.
Good, because I have women like pretty strongly in my top, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they would be the best winner.
Like if I'm just basing it off of vibes, I'm thinking that it's not going to be a group. I don't think a group's going to win. Would I be upset if this won? No.
No, I wouldn't be. Not at all.
Would Ireland be upset if this won? Yes. Ireland would be hot pissed. But hey, there we go.
And do we stream this song? Yeah,
I stream it all the time.
I like it.
I was listening to it at work yesterday, but that's because my old manager came in, and he's Swedish, and like he was like, "So what happened?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys are sending a song in actual Swedish." Yeah,
you're sending a sauna,
and he wanted to listen to it, so I put it on. Yeah,
it's probably fun for him. All right, you guys. So
no, I know. I'm just saying. So Incubus Ottoman says Ireland's jury did help select Bada. Ireland is giving this 12 points. When I say Ireland's going to be mad if this wins, it's because at this point they're no longer tied. Sweden has now surpassed Ireland. That's what I mean with like Sweden's going to be like pissed.
Yeah. Like the secret rivalry between them will never die. Like, let's truly be honest.
Oh yeah, no. Lorendi says casual is going to eat this up. Everybody praises them.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I can see this winning the televote. Don't get me wrong. But we've got a lot of stuff that's really upbeat and fun this year.
Yes.
So it's going to be
reason it might struggle.
Let's look at what we selected this week to talk about. Like there's a lot of songs that are like on the who could pull in and get this vote.
But this was the playful category of the upbeats. Yeah. There's plenty of upbeats. These are just the more playful songs.
Okay.
And we decided to open with these for a reason.
Sundrop Center says, me personally, I'm still Team Adonis. I'm conflicted. I'm confident we can see a Czechia's first win.
It's possible.
I would be okay with that. But like I said, I just feel like a woman's going to win probably. And if Czechia does win, let's go.
More power to them.
Because then what? Then what? Who would have been correct?
Well, I mean, like you are more correct than you're incorrect about it. So because like they're angled, they just have the right angle.
Who would have been correct about? No, because I said Czechia was going to get their first win by 2030. I've been saying this since 2019.
Yeah, and it's still going to happen.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And again, I'd be right. Like I said I said years ago, once Sweden gets that 7th win, Ireland's going to get their act together. Now, if Sweden could pull off a win this year somehow, Ireland's going to have to dial somebody up and figure it out.
Yep, they're going to have to figure something out.
But I'm sorry, I'm like off rambling about things. I know you got to go, so we're going to wrap this sucker up. Thank you guys for joining us. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to hit like. Also, go ahead and subscribe. Check us out. We are EurovisionFam.com is our website. We're also Eurovision Fam on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, various social media sites. Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Because with next week, have we decided the second category?
Yeah, we have. So next week we have our list of songs lined up. I can go ahead and read them to you.
Yeah.
It is going to be a different week. Something a little different. So we have Serbia. Actually, we might not do this one next week.
Okay.
Because there's a revamp coming for Serbia. And if that revamp is out, if the revamp's out, we'll go ahead and move
We
forward.
need to analyze it based off of the revamp. That's correct.
Yeah, if it's not, we'll have to push it back. But tentatively right now, we're looking at Serbia, Czechia, Austria, Slovenia, and Italy.
Oh, that'll be a good one. The Sad Boys.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. If not,
Mhm.
like I want to just see when that revamp is coming, and then if it's gonna be here this week, great. If not, we'll probably do something else. Maybe
We'll let you guys know.
we'll switch things around. But yeah,
Mhm.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. And we will see you next Sunday.
And if next week is going to be the Sad Boys, we have a special guest coming. So
Yes,
see you guys
that's
later.
true. Stay tuned. Bye, guys.
Bye.